Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and I am so excited because we have some very interesting stuff going on. Now, we have a Summon Rush for Armons, the fusion that we are going for. We need 3,150 points to be able to get the fragments. Now, I am going to use a calculator, which I know that you love to troll me about, but the reality is that I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to pull shards that I don't have to pull. So, two things that we need to understand going into it. One is we have a third primal shard that we get for free tomorrow. So we need to keep that in mind. And then this summon rush is 2 days and 4 hours. Wait. So 1 day from now is Saturday night. Let me look at my reset. Hold on. 1 day from now is Saturday night. So today is 3 out of 5. Saturday night is 4 out of 5. And then 1 day after that is 5 out of 5. We get another ancient and a legendary. Legendary. Another ancient and a sacred. As well as a void, but I don't want to spend my voids. So we can add that into the calculation. Okay? So let's take a look at the Summon Rush. So, we have 2 Sacreds, assuming we get that other Sacred that would be pulled on Sunday. So that's 1,000 points. Okay? So then we have 2 plus 1 more Primal Shard, right? So that's 3 Primal Shards. So we come back in. What am I doing? Come back in here. So 600 points. Whoops. Right? So 1,600. Obviously, these are easy numbers, right? So now we get into the tricky. Ancient Shards. Okay, so Ancient Shards. 37 times 20. So that's 740 plus the 1,600 that we already had. So it's 2,340 points that we would have using just Ancients, just Primals, and the Sacreds that we will be getting in the future. So our total was 3,150. Right? So that's a difference of... Oh, no, that won't meet me here. So 800 points. Just testing my mic. Okay. So we need about 800 points. So, whoops. What are voids? So voids are 120. So 810 divided by 120. So about 7 voids. I don't want to spend those voids, but I could just pull 800 and some mystery shards to make up the difference that way too. Or we may get a couple more ancients along the way from different areas of the game. I don't think... Yeah, I've got 1 ancient shard here. We know we would get another ancient from the... we would get another ancient from the ranking, the quests completing, right? We would get an ancient there too. So it brings the total down a little bit. So we don't have to pull that many void shards. What I might do is pull maybe just 2 or 3 of these and then get the rest out of mystery shards. But we have more than enough mystery shards to really make up the difference if I want to be super conservative with my voids. And I think that's fine. I'm totally down to do that. So it's a little bit of time, right? It's a bit of a grind. But that just may need to be the route that we go to get the points that we need for this particular event. So tomorrow, obviously, Dungeon Divers, Artifact Enhancement. I need to knock this out today. We need 4,775 points. That's pretty steep, but should be able to knock that out. We have enough silver. I just need to gear up a couple champions, which are I'm probably going to gear up some of the 5 stars that I have that aren't really being used, right? So we've got like Ray could get geared, Herndig could get geared, Ignatius is already geared, and then Kreela could get geared, right? Just go ahead, level up a bunch of gear to put on these champions, and then move on, right? Well, the other thing, what I should do is gear up Lady Annabelle. That's who I should really focus on gearing up. Now, I'm a little behind on leveling champions. So I think I talked about my computer issues yesterday. Those issues have finally been resolved, but I had to do a full-blown cleaning of my computer. It was just overheating. I hadn't cleaned it in a while. All the other fixes that I did didn't really work. Once I started playing content on the other monitor, it was dying again, right? So I checked my temperatures. My graphics card was running a little bit hot. Did some cleaning. We're good to go. Haven't had any issues at all since that fix. So, and we've gone, and I'm talking over 24 hours now with no issues. So we're looking good there. Time to pull some shards. Now, what do we want on this account? So I have been my clan has been talking a lot about these champions that are up for grabs today. So I was reading it kind of off and on while I was at work. And so, you know, if we talk about Elva, so it's a single target revive. Didn't realize that. But we do have a cleanse, and then a block debuffs and an increased speed, and then a continuous heal buff on the lowest ally. Then we have Duchess. These are it's between these 3 in my opinion, right? Then we have Duchess. So we've got block debuffs and increase attack, which is amazing, plus perfect veil, which is amazing. A full team revive with veil, and then a continuous heal. And then this passive, which is incredible. Duchess is good everywhere, right? And then we have... Don't get me wrong, Mighty Uko is definitely in the conversation too. Like, he's amazing. He's not necessarily valuable to what I need on my account right now. Would love him. He's great. But between these 3, the last one being Pytheon, really kind of makes a bit of a difference here. Wrong area. So what I love about Pytheon is we get a full team revive. Then we get a cleanse with a heal. And then extra heal. And then a block debuffs. This one is just a kind of a small heal. And then we get that block damage with no limit on PvE or PvP. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. Elva brings a lot of quality with her kit. Duchess, we know, brings a ton of quality with her kit. However, from a free-to-play perspective, right, I'm not going to pull every champion in this game. Pytheon checks the most boxes. He brings the cleanse with good heals. He has a full team revive instead of a single target revive, and he brings the damage reduction. So he's kind of a combination of Duchess and Elva. And so I'm gonna select Pytheon here, just from a free to play perspective. Now, I think that he just checks all of those boxes. Like, Duchess brings block debuffs, but she doesn't have a cleanse. And that can matter sometimes, right? Then you have Elva, who brings a cleanse, but doesn't bring as much damage reduction as Pythion, as the passives from Pythion and Duchess, right? And so Pythion's kind of in the middle. Now, again, I'm not saying anybody is better than anybody else. That's not the point of this. I'm saying that for me and what I want on my free account, I want champions that are going to have power displayed everywhere in the game. Pythion's good in PvP. Pythion's good in PvE. So are Duchess and Elva. But he brings that cleanse to go up against those poison bosses. Because remember, some poison bosses, you can't block their poisons. Like in Doom Tower and such, right? And then you get the heal, and then the full team revive. Elva only revives one person. So I just really, really like Pythion here. So that is who I'm going to go for. We're going to start small and work our way up. So we do know that we need to pull everything, right? And by the way, I'm not saying White Queen or Ugo, Mighty Uko, sorry, are not amazing. They absolutely are. What do I need on this account long term? I think that I would get more out of Pythion because I also need a healer. I don't have healing. That's the big kind of kicker. I've never had a support that can really heal me. I'm completely depending on Leech for heals at this point, right? So Pythion would bring that healing as well, which I really like. Now, again, we don't have a great healer, so I'm leaning Rector Drath here. That's also because I am about to get Arbiter. We're only a few quests away from getting Arbiter on this account, so Gorgorov's value goes down at that point because Arbiter would just do what he does, but better. So these are the two that we're going to go with. We're going to start with Ancients. I'm going to pull every single Ancient on the account. I don't know if I have room. I don't have room for 37, so I think, yeah, I've got a bunch of people ready to go, so let's knock this out real quick. I know a lot of people don't do this on camera, probably for good reason, but I am a lazy editor. All right. And we are in the middle of an event, so we need to use our brews right now. I'm just going from the bottom and working up. I hope I don't get anybody I need. I'm pretty sure all my fusion... we'll just do this. Just pick people that I know are not part of a fusion. Ding, ding, ding. Apparently, I had some ready to go and never spent them. Oh, yeah, because my computer crashed while I was doing this. Okay. I don't know how much room that made, but we can make more as necessary. So let's get started with the 10 pull. Well, this is what to expect when you are dealing with... I like that we got another Soulbound. I don't know why I said that weird. Did you guys hear that weird? Did that sound weird to you? Soulbound? I don't know. I really felt like that was kind of... Hold up. Okay, there we go. I had 2 RSL helpers open. That was really confusing. All right, I just wanted to make sure my Mercy was being tracked here. 10 more. Let's go. Oh, I got to minimize it too so I don't get spoilers. Ruella. Okay. So now we have it 20 times on Rector Drath. Torix might be really good, actually. I gotta remember to not toss him too quickly here. Go 10 more. Another Torix, okay. Another, wow, lots of Torixes, huh? Alright, so I think we're near. We only have 7 left. I have room. I might spend some gems to give myself more room here, too. Since I'm only pulling 3 more. After the Ancients, of course. So, really looking for kind of an epic. I mean, obviously a Legendary would be amazing, right? Because of the current event going on, but if we could get an epic here, that would be really big, too. Hold up. Did I screw up? I didn't screw up. Thankfully. I almost did screw up. Okay, Friday and Saturday, Ancients, you get double. So Sacred. So I'm saving my Sacreds anyways for Saturday through Monday. I almost spent my Sacreds tonight. I'm not gonna lie. That was close. Because we're still gonna wait. I mean, there's no reason. We're still gonna get credit for the Summon Rush, right? So we'll wait until Sunday to pull those. Whew. I guess technically I did that on my on my challenge account, but I don't want the legendaries anyways, so there's no harm there. So we'll finish pulling the Ancients. I guess we can do the Primals too. Okay. Let me go back and read that just to be safe so I don't screw up again. Yeah, okay, so it's the same champions throughout the whole thing. Okay. Now, obviously, we have Ursula, so Godseeker is an easy pick here. I don't see a reason to go for a second Arbiter. We're about to get one. So, is that Bellator Mage Slayer? Is that who that is, right? Bellatar. I didn't realize he had a whole team revive. That's a good heal. And good buffs. I'm not going to pull right now, because again, I want to save as many Ancients as I can. There's no reason to not pull the Primals right now, though. One more. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So now, it's time to think. Which I'm not particularly great at. Let's take a look at Mercy. Okay, so believe it or not, even though we pulled a ton of legendaries during my last shard pull on this account, we're 98 into Mercy. Now, that doesn't mean anything. Still the same 0.05% chance. But we also want to save some resources. I think I'm going to do one gem purchase here. Gem shop. For a big shard pack. We have a ton of gems. I'm not worried about energy. Going into this. So we'll pop that. We're still well over 3,000. And we'll pull these extra 11, which will give us more points towards our final number, which means less void shards I need to pull and less mystery shards I need to pull too. Now, obviously we're waiting to pull the sacreds, but this will get me closer. Let's make a little bit of room here. Where is she? Can we rank her up right now? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So let me put... Yep. And then... Sorry for keeping this in the video, guys, but until my channel gets bigger, I don't have the... I have a full-time job. I don't have time to go deep in the edits. And you guys can see this. Now, if you're wondering, what is he doing? Why is he wasting brews on that food? So we're in the middle of a champion training event. I'm getting points for nothing, right? 60 points right there. Didn't even spend a lick of energy. So, nope, not leveling her up. We're leveling up Lady Annabelle, right? We said we were going to do that. We're going to pop these guys in there. And there we go. That makes a little bit of room so that we can do a 10 pull here. And should give us to do that one extra. And then the rest will go away as I'm doing that over time. So let me minimize my spoilers. And we pull here. And let's see what we get. A lot of channelers. A spider. Okay. Man. Does that percentage really not mean anything, huh? Or the times 20? Like, I really wanted a Rectordrath. Alright. I am going to avoid the Descent in the Madness. It is very, very tempting right now, given the fact that I'm at 109 towards Mercy. It's very, very tempting to try and pull more Ancients, but I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to do the smart, not try to do. I'm going to do the smart thing. You'll see we'll get another Ancient here too. And resist that urge to just start wasting my gems, because I am going to need the gems. I am going to need energy as I'm going forward in this event. So pulling those resources now would be silly. So we are currently at 1360. We have 1,000 more that we know we're going to pull. So we would be at 2,360 plus another 200. So 2,560. So that puts us right about here. And then we would only need, what, about 600 more? I can get those from Ancients, or a handful, I can get those from Mystery Shards, or a handful of Ancients that we're going to get over time, right? Because I'm going to get a couple more Ancients from Clan Boss, potentially. I'm definitely going to get more Ancients from these events that we're running, right? We're doing this tournament right here. So this champion training tournament, there's an ancient right there. Probably no ancients anywhere else. We might even get an ancient or two from Dragon. So, you know, we have opportunities to get a few more ancients here and complete this summon rush. So that's pretty much everything. The other thing I need to get done today, and I will do it before I log off tonight, is to get all of the gear leveled up that I need to get leveled up for the artifact enhancement event. And we're going to get working towards our pulls. So tomorrow is going to be a bunch of dragon. I'm going to get all the energy set up tomorrow and tell it to auto run and have it get my dragon runs in. That's going to get us these 25 fragments. So we would have 25 fragments from the dragon tournament. We're going to have 25 fragments from the artifact enhancement event. We won't have the 25 fragments from the summon rush just yet. But we will get the 25 fragments from Dragon. Probably not Dungeon Divers, though, but definitely from Dragon. And then I can probably knock out Arena as well. Because then we want some of this champion training to be on leveling up the food. So an important thing to remember about these fusions: these voids need to be leveled up to 5 stars and then fully ascended. Now, I feel comfortable with the amount of potions that I have on my account right now to fully ascend these epics. If you don't, make sure you're using your energy wisely on Sunday. That's going to be tomorrow's reset. That's a big deal. If you don't have those resources, you're going to have to spend 250 gems to open that up later. So you really don't want that. I'm still very disappointed we didn't get Rector Draft, but we still have time, right? To get her. Obviously, we have a good chance to get her from the Sacred Shards. So, and you never know what Clan Boss might do for us. Now, I'm not greedy, of course, because this account is very, very blessed. So, you know, if we do end up not getting her, it's not the end of the world. But she would be an extremely valuable asset on this account as a just straight up direct healer that we're really lacking. We just don't have a direct healer of like high quality on the account right now. And I'm talking just for their healing power. Like, we have Ugo. Ugo's amazing. She does heal, but not on the level of a Rector Drath, right? So, all right. What was the... I'm not going to pull these, but I am... Godseeker... Yeah, of all these ones on here, Bellatar is really the most interesting one, because we are about to get Arbiter, so... Yeah. Alright, that is the video, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. I look forward to pulling more shards for you guys. Sorry that this one was kind of a bummer. Nothing too crazy, but we built Mercy up, too, so that's an important thing to remember going into future events. We have our Mercy built up, and we built it up the right way during a summon rush, where we are getting points towards this fusion that we're going for. So, busy day tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have a good update for you guys tomorrow night. I'll see you then.